I've been to see Ballerina, the John Wick spin-off movie, and quite frankly, it's one of my favourite films of the entire year. Let alone action films, I think they do a perfect job of doing everything John Wick, but transferring it to a new character without ruining John Wick. And that is so hard to do. I was very concerned when this was first announced. I was like, no. Then they announced that John Wick was in it, and I was like, no. And then I watched it, and I was like, yes. There is something really special about this film that I think will grow over time. There have been so many attempts at spin-off films for so many different franchises that just haven't worked. For me, this is the Rogue One of the John Wicks. Right, Rogue One was a brilliant Star Wars spin-off. This is a brilliant John Wick spin-off. And it establishes a brand new character for us to be invested in. Now, they can either leave that character alone, or they can carry on with that character if they want to and tell other stories. Or they can go along the other route of telling different stories with different assassins, and that would also be cool. I think they do an extremely good job of showcasing that she is not as strong as John Wick, but she's still a badass. That is, again, really hard to do because John Wick is the Baba Yaga. He is the best of the best, the worst of the worst, per se. So to establish him so heavily and then try and make her look like a badass, it's really, really difficult. And they actually executed really well, where they managed to have fight scenes with and without John Wick that really showcase the power level that she is at in comparison to John Wick, and also the fact that she's really early on her assassin days, so they leave it open that she could become as prevalent as John Wick is, but she's really early on the assassin stage, so you know, it really adds layers upon layers across this, and it excites me for future films, because quite frankly, if this was a dud, I might have not seen any more John Wick spin-offs, this, that and the other, but they aced this. They did so well. I honestly don't think they could have done much better. Do I think it's as good as some the best of John Wick films? No, but this is a very, very good action film that deserves to be watched. So if you enjoy the John Wick films, make sure you watch this, because my God, does it deserve some love.